Hi, this is Mr. Everest again. In this video, we'll show you how to sign up for your Canvas-linked MyMathLab class. So in order to do that, you have to get into our Canvas class, which I explained in the video before, and you will be clicking the Access Pearson link. But if I do that right now, it will do it, and it will not look like what it looks like for you as a student. So I have to go home and view it as a student, and then there's going to be sort of a purple-looking window that shows up here. So this is what you won't see the purple window, but it's just as an instructor view from within student view. So when you click on the Access Pearson from your perspective, now what you will see is an orange button that you have to click on to open when you're opening up MyMathLab. And after you do that, the very first time you do this, when you open Pearson, it will want you to create a Pearson account and then link that account. So if you already have a Pearson account because you've done something like a MyStatLab or a MyNursingLab, then you have a Pearson username and password that's for a Canvas-linked Pearson product that is at the collegiate level. If you took, I know my sons used Pearson products when they were in high school, but this is only for if you are a collegiate level taking a Pearson course, would you have a username and a password? If not, you need to create an account. So you'll click this link right here. But if you already have one, you will put in your username and password and link the account. Most of you will be creating an account for the first time. So you put in your name. I'm just going to put in some real generic names here. Let's say Mike Johnson. Let's make it Rose Garden. How's that? And then the email is rgarden123@AOL. I know it's an ancient email. And it looks like no one has ever used that username before to sign up for a MyMathLab course. So I just make it up. Obviously, you'd be putting in your email that you use regularly, and it will prompt you to use that as your username. You don't have to. So if you just want to be called Rosie, chances are it's probably already been used. So you might have to add something on the end of it to make it be accessible. Even Rosie123 and 1234 has been used. So how about Rosie Garden 123? Looks like finally that's available. So put a username in. If you don't want to use your email, just make sure it's unique. And then you make up an email, a password, and there's requirements that you have to do here. I just put in QWERTY123. It's called a QWERTY keyboard. So I used a capital letter, lowercase, and numbers. And then you do have to type in the first few letters of United States and then select United States. Make sure to select your role as the student. And if I were you, I would unclick this box so you do not get promotional offers. But you do have to click the first box to agreeing to the terms, which you're certainly welcome to read if you feel so compelled. So now you'll create the account. And after you've created the account, it will link those courses. So now if you continue, it's going to take you to the page where you will select how you're going to pay for this, or prove that you've paid some other way, or at least delay that process. So when you open MyLab and Mastering, in order to finish that registration process, it's taken us to this registration page. So it's if you are in the Promise program and you have, let's say, a book voucher from the bookstore, then basically the class will be free for you because the book vouchers are good up to $100. You'll know what I mean if I'm mentioning this. So if you have a book voucher, you can go to the bookstore, or you can even go online digitally and request basically a student access code through purchasing it through the bookstore. And if so, then when you click on the access code link, then there will be a field here for you. This is basically explaining the access code. But if you click this little button right here, that's where you'll add the access code that you would get if you got the access code through the bookstore using a book voucher. Most people will probably be not using an access code. They'll just be paying the $60 plus tax that's right here available through this link. So if you click that link, it's going to take you through asking you for all the information, including your credit card information, to pay for the product. If you want 14 days of temporary access where you can delay payment, you can click this link that they don't do a very good job of advertising. But if you click on that link, you just have to finish the process of being temporarily registered in the course by clicking the yes button. I don't want Rosie Garden in this class, so I'm going to say no thanks. But you would click yes to finish that product if you wanted to put off paying for the product for 2 weeks, because you do have the ability to have temporary access, free access to the product for 14 days. If you want to pay and you know you don't have an access code or a book voucher, then click on the $60 button right here. And it's really straightforward. It's like almost anything that you buy online. It's going to ask you for your name. And I think there's even a second page where you have to fill out your credit card information. Okay? I hope that was clear. Take care.